Hello, Paulo Leite here, record collector. You know, the most popular video on this channel so far has been Lemezkuckó, a great record shop in Budapest, Hungary. And this is what I got from them. So let's take a look at what I got there. Starting up with Creedence Clearwater Revival from 1968. This is their first album, and it's an amazing album. Everybody should know this and listen to this. But actually, I didn't get just this one. I got their first 4 albums. So starting with Creedence Clearwater Revival in 1968, then we get Bayou Country 1969, Green River also 1969, and Willie and the Poor Boys also from 1969. And people usually, I think people don't realize that Creedence Clearwater Revival, they released actually 3 amazing albums in the same year, 1969. Ain't that amazing? One more thing. These albums are 40th anniversary editions, so they have lots of extra tracks. So for example, Willie and the Poor Boys, you can see here, some extra tracks. Green River, extra tracks right here, which you can see. And their first album also here, extra tracks. These bonus materials are amazing, and I usually prefer to buy CDs when they have bonus materials. And this is something that many times I'm sure vinyl people struggle because vinyl has less space than CDs. And I have seen many times the same edition, the same reissue of a vinyl record without the bonus materials that we find on CDs. I love bonus materials, and I think if we lived in the perfect world, both editions, vinyl and CD, they should have the same materials, the same bonus materials. But sometimes it's not possible. Then, 2 great albums by Procol Harum. Their first album from 1967. It contains A Whiter Shade of Pale, the classic song, plus the entire album. It's a beautiful album. I love this one very much, and I'm very happy. I also got from them one of my favorite, perhaps my favorite live album, which is also Procol Harum with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra from 1972. It's a gorgeous album with an orchestra, and sounds very different from their other albums. And it's absolutely beautiful, beautifully recorded, beautifully played. Everything is right on this live album. I usually don't like live albums from this period because many of them don't have the same level of sound quality that we would expect on studio albums. And I love the maximum quality possible that I can hear, at least. So I tend not to buy many live albums from the period. But this one's really good. Then I have nothing against live albums, and I'm sure a lot of people love them, and more power to you. Then I bought 2 albums by the Bee Gees. I got Idea from 1968, and 2 Years On from 1970. I don't like this cover very much. The original British version had a beautiful cover by Wolfgang Haleman, and this one I don't think it's as good looking as the original one, but it's a beautiful album still. Has plenty of great songs like I've Gotta Get a Message to You, Idea, I Started a Joke, so classic album here. And this one, 2 Years On, is also a beautiful album, packed with great songs. Absolutely amazing. So, then I got classic Blood, Sweat and Tears from 1970. It's their 3rd album. It's a beautiful album, amazing. I like this one very much. Then I got another classic, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor from the Moody Blues. I'm a huge fan of the Moody Blues. I don't think there is anything from them that I don't love. And this album is quite good. I'm looking for, there is a special edition version that I'm looking for. Eventually I will replace this one. But there you go. Now, something very interesting. I usually don't like compilations because of many issues. But this one was cheap and I decided to give it a try. It's by the Four Tops. It's a compilation with most of their successes. Reach Out, Baby I Need Your Lovin', Can't Help Myself, Bernadette, Just Walk Away, Renee. Classic songs by the Four Tops. I have the albums, the original albums, so I don't need this, but this CD has a particularity. It has, here you can see it's in Dolby Surround. I was curious to see to hear what it sounds like on Dolby Surround. I'm a big fan of the Four Tops. I think they were one of the best acts from the classic Motown years. Most of these songs are from the period 1964, 1966. Yeah, it's an amazing album, and it sounds really good. I still prefer the original versions in stereo, but it's always very interesting to see what sound engineers these days are doing or can do when they try to do something different. And it's quite fun to listen to this. Then I got 10cc, the original soundtrack from 1975, I think. This is one of the most amazing albums from the 70s. It has the classic song I'm Not in Love. It's one of those classic songs that pretty much represented the 70s. And it's a beautiful album on its own. It's not just that song. Everything here is really good, and I'm very happy. I was looking for this album for quite some time, and I got it. Then, an album that I also love very much, Chicago 10 from 1976. Beautiful album. It contains the classic If You Leave Me Now, which today people call yacht rock, which is a term that I absolutely abhor. I hate this term. What stupid term that people nowadays are using. Absurd. Great album. This is the classic chocolate cover, and yeah, very good. Amazing. Then I got the Byrds, Turn, Turn, Turn from 1965, I think. Again, a beautiful album, and this one also a special edition with lots of extra tracks, as you can see here. There you go. So, very happy. I'm a huge fan of the Byrds. I have most of their albums, and goodbye. Last but not least, an all-time classic and one of my favorite albums, Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys from 1965. This one contains one of my favorite all-time songs. All-time favorite songs, God Only Knows What I'd Be Without You. It's such a beautiful song. Every song in this album is a work of art. This has been, it's a no-brainer. I was looking for the big box, the Ultra Deluxe Special box that was released several years ago. I have found one or two at an exorbitant price. I'm still trying to look for one with a good price, but if I don't get it, here it is. And here we are, 15 amazing albums I got at Lemezkuckó, a great record shop located in Budapest, Hungary. I travel a lot, so every time I go somewhere, I always try to visit record shops. And that's why I make these videos, because to me, it's such a pleasure to go at the record shop and discover music or rediscover music. And music is such an important part of my life, and I'm sure it is a big part of your lives too. You know, it's not every day that you find so many classics in just one day on the same record shop. So I was very fortunate. So this was a great buy. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. There's more great content coming soon. Thank you.